When I was around my daughter's age, I grew up on a street called Meadow Ridge Circle. It was a quiet street, tucked snugly on the far western side of town with no busy roads in sight or sound. Our house backed up to a giant field overgrown with weeds, grasses, and wildflowers. The only thing separating the two was my dad's meticulous care of our very spacious backyard and the beautiful fence he spent a weekend building with some willing friends. I feel really lucky to have grown up on that quiet street with neighbors, many of whom I still see today, and the safety of it. I could roam, imagine, explore, and often I didn't have to go any farther than my own backyard. I went through a period of being especially enamored with the idea of being a homesteader, a pioneer woman, if you will. Fitted with my grandmother's apron and an elegant yet practical bun in my hair, I would step out onto our land, i.e. the backyard, and settle into a day filled with chores, tending the garden and animals, cooking meals, and doing the washing. I loved the idea of this lifestyle. Perhaps it's why my mother didn't have to convince or cajole me into doing chores for so many years. Who knows? Nonetheless, I have vivid, fond memories of this imaginative play. And I actually still love the idea of a homesteading lifestyle, although I think I'm a bit too sentimental to maintain any animal other than a dairy cow and perhaps a chicken or two. My husband and I both love a good, long day of hard work, preferably outside, getting dirty. There is something very attractive about maintaining such a high level of self-sufficiency, coupled with this heavy reliance on nature and all its rhythms and seasons. This attraction is why I enjoy being in my kitchen so much, cooking for my family and others. By the way, in this video, I'm making a batch of almond milk. I got a free bag of almonds at the store and needed something creamy to make our weekly batch of chia pudding. So, almond milk, huh? Yeah, I know, it's not the same as waking up before dawn to milk the cow for the day's bounty of cream, but it still feels, self-sufficient. And I like that. I also like that I can determine what goes into my milk. Many almond milks contain added sugar. I get to determine how sweet I want this beverage, and I only use dates to sweeten it. There are also no added stabilizers. Almond milk is a nice dairy-free alternative for those who need to eliminate or reduce dairy in their diet. Drinking a cup of almond milk is not as nutritious as eating a whole almond. Of course, most of the fiber is removed after straining. What's left in the strainer is called the pulp, and this can be dried out and ground into almond flour. In this way, you're using all of the almond. I'll use this flour for a pound cake and some plant-based Parmesan. My daughter is still nursing, so I really only use this for things like smoothies, chia pudding, and baking. She doesn't drink it as a replacement for milk. Another thing to note is that many articles I read encouraged the removal of the skin before making the milk, but I never do this. I soak the almonds overnight, but I never remove the skin. I like to use homemade almond milk for chia pudding, overnight oats, and any cereal I might eat, and sometimes to soften crackers for Callie. I don't like to use it really in my coffee or tea because I find that it separates, even if I warm it up in my milk frother. To check out our recipe, you can head over to our blog post, and do let us know if you made it.